It is now 8:07. I got a 76% on the test. I am certain that I studied more, or I studied about as much, if not more, than last time. Last time, I studied basically the same material, except instead of reading the entire thing, I read only the stuff that he showed for the test preparation. This time I just read the entire thing. So effectively, I did the same amount of studying, if not more, and got a worse grade. And even though it was open notes, if it wasn't open notes, I would have done even worse. But yeah, it was open notes. Like, there was probably probably a lot of the questions I wouldn't have been able to answer without looking it up. But I looked up every question that I wasn't sure about. I looked up information, but then I know how I missed so many questions, because obviously I should have gotten 100% or like 97% if it was open notes. But the reason why I got such a bad grade is because there's a bunch of questions that are extremely difficult to answer because they're like quote unquote application questions. And the answers to them are not very clear at all, even when you read the material. And also there was like 2 or 3 questions that were just completely stupid and like a mistake. Like, one question, there was literally just asking the definition of a term. The term was not in the list of terms in the question. The correct term wasn't even in the list of answers. So you're gonna get that question. Well, you're not automatically getting it wrong, but that's just an impossible question. There was like 2 or 3 questions that were just completely impossible, and a bunch more questions where it's asking you, like, what's the right thing to do in this situation? Like, what's the right leadership style in this situation? And it's not even entirely clear what the right answer is. So I literally got a worse grade on this one than last time. Like, last time I must have just gotten lucky, because I did basically the exact same amount of studying both times. And the amount of studying I did is perfectly enough for me to get a decent grade. It's perfectly good enough, especially considering it was open notes. I bet I got like every single question that was weird. Like, I probably got literally every single one of them wrong, because there's no way. Like, 24 points off. 24 points. There was 50 questions, so that means I got 12 questions wrong. How did I get 12 questions wrong? There weren't even that many weird questions. Like, there was less than 12 weird questions, and I got 12 wrong. How is that even possible? I'm going to look at the questions again. I'm probably going to message the professor, like, what the actual heck is this test? Like, there's no way people... Like, if people actually do well on that test, what the heck did they do? I don't even know. I don't even understand it. How do you do well on that test? It's impossible. I don't know if there's a way to like show the average grade that people get on a test. I wonder if like a bunch of other students are gonna message him, but there's not very many students in the class. I don't know if like the more students there are, the more likely it is that people are gonna message the professor and be like, a bunch of these questions were really unfair. So I might message him, because that's just how terrible. Like, if I got 80% again, I probably wouldn't. But since I got 76%, I'm not gonna let that slide. I can't just have a 76% on the test. You might be thinking, well, maybe you just didn't study enough. No, I studied plenty. I should have gotten at least 90%. It was open book. And I could use the the control F function to find stuff in the text. So obviously I should have gotten at least 90%. Oh my gosh, I read the entire reading. How many pages was it? Let's see. So 40. So 40 pages plus 5, 45, plus 20, 65, plus 30, 95, plus 40, 135. 135 pages. I read every single page. I didn't read, like, a few parts I skimmed over, but mostly I read the entire thing. You know, you don't have time to read. Like, what, you want me to read it and then what, read it again? I don't think even reading it a second time would have helped my grade. And now I have to do another. I have to do the team activity. I should have looked at it and to see what the teammate actually sent. Like what stuff, what part of it he wanted me to do. I need to look and see like how many questions are there. I think there's a lot. What? Wait. Scenario 1. Blah, 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 dialogue. There are 1, 2, 3 questions. So 3 questions for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Then 10, I'll just count. 10, 11, 12. So there's a total of 12 questions. Do I have to explain the answer to each one? So basically I have to answer 6 questions. Select the correct response and then explain. Explanation, 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 explanation. Yeah, it seems as if every question requires an explanation. But I mean, each explanation should only be a couple sentences. It's not that bad. This is, this is assignment is going to be the same type of thing as the test. Like these are going to be very similar to the test questions that I didn't know how to answer. Like sometimes they'll be like, what type of leader is required here? Do you want a participative leader, a consultative leader, or an autocratic leader? I have literally no clue what they're asking. Like they said, the employees are having trouble completing their tasks in a timely manner. So what should you do then? Well, guess what, buddy? There are 2 different leadership styles that could address that. 2! Why? What is that question? There were like 3 or 4 questions like that. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh wow, this one's actually pretty easy, right? This one doesn't even require an explanation. That's nice. So this question is really, really easy. And then these are explanations, explanation. So I think only one question is like really easy. Every question except for one is easy. So okay. And I think I have the easy question. I think my teammate is doing the first half and I'm doing the second half. I'll have to double check, but and fun fact, my teammate said he won't even be able to start on until 9:30 tonight because he's working. So I guess I don't even feel that bad for waiting this long. Like I'm literally gonna get started working out before he does, even though I waited till 8 o'clock. But man, I feel sorry for him. He has to work all day and then do homework. So I mean that really sucks. I mean, he probably should start on it earlier, but still. I should have started on earlier. I mean, both. What am I even saying? maybe it won't be that bad. I remember it only took me a few minutes. I think it's, maybe it only take like an hour. I don't know, because I have to answer 6 questions, write explanations for probably 5 of them, maybe 1 or 2 sentences of explanation. Not even that bad. So hopefully I'll probably end up getting started. I don't know how long the vlog's gonna go for, but at least by 8:30 I'm gonna start, and maybe I can finish in 1 hour. That's an optimistic prediction. Optimistic prediction of the time it takes is 1 hour. So 9:30 if I'm really fast, and 10:30 if I'm really slow, but it shouldn't take any longer than 2 hours. Man, I'm so disappointed by that test. It's, both of the tests, well, actually, okay, so the first corporate finance test, that is totally and completely my fault, because I should have studied more for it. So the corporate finance test was just completely and utterly my fault. But then the quiz and financial statement analysis and this last test, both of them I feel like I got screwed over. I mean, maybe I did something wrong in the financial statement thing, but it seems like I'm like, well, I seriously have no clue how I got that one question wrong. It might just be a mistake on the test. Like, it's probably a 50-50 chance that it's a mistake. And then, of course, this test, the human resource test. It's so weird because the second test is actually way better, and last semester I got 97% on it. Maybe there's not as many weird questions on the second test. But yeah, it's definitely the same exact test for both semesters. It's the exact same curriculum. It's the same exact course for both semesters. Luckily, since it's the summer, shorter semester, we don't have the final exam, which is really nice. And, there's only 2 nice things about this class. No final exam, and no long papers or projects. All of the projects are short projects, relatively short. They're, discussion posts, worksheets, a literal worksheet, because it's just, the last assignment I did was the thing relating to the LinkedIn thing, and writing. I wrote 2 paragraphs about how will you use networking in your career. That wasn't that bad. And then judging from last semester, well, we have a presentation, but it's only going to take a few hours of work, and then we have a bunch more projects. We have to write write a job description or something like that. My point is, we don't have any papers. Thankfully, we don't have any research papers that take forever. We just have a bunch of short projects in this class and no final exam. And I guess another nice thing, we don't have live classes anymore in that class, except for the presentations, which is so funny because I'm gonna have to skip my financial statement class. But I'm sure my advisor will be fine with that. And the professor for my financial statement class is also my advisor. And he is the one who suggested these classes. He didn't even notice. I guess it wasn't very obvious from when you assigned, but I mean, come on, he's literally the professor of the class. He should know that the schedules overlap. I don't know. There's an automatic scheduling thing on the website where you schedule your classes, but for some reason he didn't enter in the schedule for his class, so it didn't register that the 2 classes were incompatible with each other in terms of scheduling. Let's prove. I am slow. procrastinate. Actually, I don't love procrastinate. But I do procrastinate because, I don't know. The idea of procrastination is weird because, well, I mean, I guess it's like, it doesn't feel good at all to procrastinate, but it's still the easier thing to do compared to just starting on something. Stop. Tomorrow. What am I going to be doing tomorrow? I'm going to be sitting in my financial statement class for 2 hours. I'm not sure when I'm going to start working on our team presentation. I think our presentation is going to be on Thursday, but the instructions are completely messed up because it only has 3 teams in the instructions for some reason when there's 5 teams in the class. But our specific team, it says that we do it on Thursday. So I'm just going to hope that's the case, but unfortunately that's not the ideal thing. For me, because usually I don't do stuff. So if I think our homework is due Thursday, I'm obviously gonna probably wait till Wednesday to do it. That's great. Of course I'm gonna wait till Wednesday and do it Wednesday night, because you can't do it. The only way to do it Thursday morning is it's not due Thursday night, it's due Thursday morning. I mean, technically the assignment is still due Saturday, but you can't wait till Saturday to do it because you have a presentation in class. So you have to do it before Thursday. Nice. But yeah, of course, I'm just going to waste Monday and Tuesday doing nothing. Like, I keep thinking, like, man, I don't want to do this at all. I don't like this class. And I don't particularly like my accounting or finance class either. But I especially don't like the human resource class. And I don't like business classes at all. I just don't like any of these classes whatsoever. Like, I mean, if I was to take classes that I like, it would be a much more difficult career path. Like, for example, if I take math classes, I probably have to get... I mean, technically, I could get a bachelor's degree and become a math teacher. I don't even know if I want to be a math teacher. I literally chose to switch off of being a math teacher and instead chose accounting. But like the career path for that sounds meh, and then the career path for music, because I like music, doesn't sound good either. Like what are you supposed to be, a music teacher, a music performer? Like neither of those sounds great. So like every subject of interest to me is something I don't even want to do. And of course, every other thing I'm interested in has completely no use in life whatsoever. Speed running is completely useless except for entertainment or whatever. Like the only way to do speed running for a living is if you had like a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel where you speed ran. And I don't have the personality or whatever to... I've tried. Trust me, I've tried for several years, but I've failed, and obviously I don't have the creativity or personality whatsoever to have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel. So can't speedrun. How about Cube? No. Cube, the only thing cubing related you can do is work at a cube store or what else? Be a cubing YouTuber. Again, I can't do YouTube. So and then obviously lately I was playing Civ 5, but Same type of deal. Every single interest I have, you can't. Like most people, probably most people in this world don't, the thing they do for a living they don't actually like doing. It's not like their dream job or whatever. It's just what they have to do to make it. And I guess I chose accounting because it seemed like the most tolerable thing. Like, oh, you're just gonna sit there in an office. I'm trying to come up with a summary of what you do as an accountant, but I can't, so because I'm an idiot. I literally am majoring as an accountant. Can't describe it. Like, I'm stupid. I've taken financial accounting and managerial accounting. I know what you do. I know what accountants do. Well, kind of. It's really weird because it seems like higher level accountants don't even do the bookkeeping stuff. Like bookkeeping. It seems like higher level accountants like more like analyze financial statements. I don't know. Instead of like making financial statements, they actually. It's weird because then aren't you just isn't that a finance thing? And I don't know. What was that? I said I don't know, but I said it in a weird way. So yeah, like a little while ago, I was like watching tons of number file videos, and I was like, man, maybe I should switch my major to math. And I was like, Like, if I literally wanted to do math as a career, like I'd have to do. There's really only two options I can think of where you just do math as a career. You are a math teacher, or you are a mathematician. You are like a mathematician, literally doing research, which requires a doctorate. So I was like, oh man, that doesn't sound fun. I don't want to get a doctorate. And then music. I literally, even though I kind of like composing music, I haven't composed a single piece of music ever since I did those first 4 compositions. Like I tried doing I did composition 2 and 3, and then what happened? What happened there? Nothing. I completely was unable to produce another piece of music. And then I produced 4 for a video, what voice? And then I've attempted like 5 billion more times to make another piece, but I can't. So I can't actually compose another piano piece, but I would like to be a composer for a living. How many people can even do that? And the type of music I make is not a popular type of music. So the only way to make it, usually as a composer, is to be like a really popular artist who does vocal songs. Or the only other option is to work as a teacher or whatever. Or you could perform in a band, or you could perform in an orchestra, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to play music. I want to compose music. Like people who compose just music, like instrumental music, people who compose that, do they make a living from that? Okay, you can compose music for video games. That's one thing. I don't know if I want to do that though. I suck at composing music. I've only composed 4 things in my entire life. So like there's completely nothing. Like at this point, what I actually want to do is just get my 2-year degree in accounting. That seems like the easiest thing here. is to get a 2-year degree in accounting and then just stop. Go get some low-level accounting job and just sit at that job for the rest of my life. And it'll be relatively easy. I won't make that much money, but it's not like I'm dirt poor, so I can survive just fine. Like, that sounds like the best thing. But I don't want to do that because I've already come so far. I've taken so many classes, dumped so much money into all these classes. I don't want to just... Especially with the summer semester, I'm already past the deadline, so if I stop these classes now, I would have to still pay probably half price for the tuition, which is... Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten response back from my financial aid, so... Like, the reason why I'm still hesitant about just switching to a 2-year degree is because I've come this far. All I have is kind of like 1 year left. I don't know, maybe 1.5 years left, but like, I may as well just finish. But then, like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go for the master's degree. But actually, I'm kind of in the hardest part of it right now, because the hardest part about this degree is doing all the business classes that I don't enjoy in the slightest. But then maybe once I finish all the business classes, it'll be better. And then if I find the accounting classes to be more tolerable, maybe I should just keep going all the way through the master's degree. But the idea of still being in school for like another 2 or 3 years just sounds terrible. I've been stuck in school my entire life. Still in school. Next semester I have managerial law and then 4 accounting courses. I wonder how, like, if I'm gonna actually find next semester be very easy, since I only have 1 business course. And the 1 business course I have maybe is easy. Actually, I don't know. It all depends on the professor. Because I had a business law course a couple of years ago. Actually, it was 1 year ago. I had the business law course, and it was actually a pretty easy course because our professor, thankfully, didn't make us write any long research paper. Actually, no, we did have to write a research paper. Never mind. It was 1 research paper, a bunch of small papers, some like quizzes, and that's what that class was. But I still found that class, I still prefer that class to this class, because that class, so I don't think we had discussion posts. We just had, like, basically what we had to do is write some short papers. We had basically 1 short paper per week. We had, what else? I'm trying to think. I think it was just quizzes, short papers. And that's basically, and 1 research paper. I remember that research paper. My God, I hated that. I really hate writing research papers. They're the literal worst thing ever. It's already 8:36. I was planning on starting at 8:30. What the heck? At this rate, I'm not even going to start until the exact point at which Jonathan starts his part of it. I need to look through the degree. Actually, I already did that. Like, and I'm pretty sure there's only 3 more business courses left. And then every other course is accounting. I already did that. I already looked through my degree. There are also, I have to take a gender studies class. And then internship. I'm not sure why my advisor hasn't even talked to me about the internship yet. human resource management, managerial law, corporate finance, strategic management. Weird. So, I remember looking at strategic management like, wait just a minute, I already took a management class. But no, there's two management classes. There's leadership and management and strategic management. What the actual crap is the difference between those two classes? They're both management. What? But anyways, those are the only business courses required. It's technically 4. Corporate finance I don't really consider to be business class. I consider it to be more of a math class because it's just a lot of math stuff. So yeah, there was a total of 3 business classes and then a gender studies class. The rest of them are accounting. And this semester I'm taking care of 2 of the 4 business classes. So next semester we have managerial law, which is 1 business class, and then 1 more left after that. And then all left is 8, well, a total of 10 accounting courses. And I'm already taking 1 of them right now. So after this summer semester is only 7. I mean, did I say 8 or 10? It's supposed to be 10. But if you think about it, after the summer semester, here are the number of courses I need left. 1, and this does not include the internship. 1, 2, 3 plus 9 is 12. So 12 courses, which means that I would take 5 courses, then 2. I just realized something. It's going to be extremely easy to finish the degree by the end of next summer. Wow. So I don't know why I didn't think about it till just now, but with the pace that I'm going right now, I'll be able to finish the degree by next summer, by the end of next summer. Like, by the time I'm done with spring, I'm still going to have 2 courses left, but that's what I was planning anyways. So 2 courses in the summer, probably take another course. If I'm going to continue and get a master's degree, I would just continue and take another course in the summer. But with the pace I'm going right now, I will finish the degree by the end of next summer. That's pretty interesting, but I still have to get the internship thing as well. So as long as I have the internship plus the normal amount of classes, I will finish by the end of next summer. But I won't be finished if I continue with the master's degree. I still won't be done. I'll have to take another 1 or 2 years. I don't even know. I literally don't know how long you're supposed to go for a master's. Like, I could actually look it up, probably. Master's accounting. Wait just a second. I'm confused. They don't offer a master's? Why not? I mean, I don't really need a master's. All I need is the CPA thing. I don't necessarily need a master's degree, but... And I technically don't need the CPA thing either. But they don't actually talk about a master's degree here. So I don't know. What? Wait.
Yeah, I don't think they even have accounting. Wait, project management is a degree? What the what? Project management. You must be so happy. Well, they're just models. They're not real. What? Why did the flashlight just turn on? I don't know. You must be so happy. Project manager? What's a project manager? That's a thing. For some reason, I don't see masters in accounting there, but they probably do have whatever you need to do to get the CPA. Wow, I didn't even start the timer. 36 minutes off of the timer. There should be 36 minutes on that timer. Farther than what it's at right now. Great. But why do I even include the vlog in it anyways? Okay, I figure out how to turn off the flash. I am now just sitting here. What is this long vlog? 36 minutes. 36 minutes. Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft anymore. I shouldn't even have the chatty thing there because I don't use it. I mean, I shouldn't even have Minecraft there. I don't play Minecraft anymore. Well, I mean, chatty's there because like I like streaming speedruns, but haven't been speedrunning much recently, and my internet sucks. So that's so great. Oh, just thinking about. I'm just thinking about people I've been watching recently who are doing something that they enjoy for a living. Like Strong Opinion Sports, he is writing his podcast, and that's the thing he loves doing most, and he's doing it as a career. And Troy is playing Mario Kart Wii. I think he does that as a living for a living. I would be surprised if he wasn't. He has 300K subscribers. He streams on Twitch. Probably makes tons of money on Twitch and YouTube. He just plays Mario Kart for a living. Imagine playing Mario Kart Wii for a living. I played that game quite a bit as a kid. Like imagine if somebody told me when I was just sitting there as a kid playing Mario Kart, hey, you can do this as a living if as long as you make very interesting creative YouTube videos, have a great personality in your videos, and stream
on Twitch, you can actually do this for a living. You can play Mario Kart. And the way you can do that and not like get bored is you just do a bunch of different things. You can use a bunch of different mods in the game, like you can like play online with other people, use different mods like 200cc. Nice voice. Do like time trials and stuff. Like that's what Troy does. And anyways, that's what he does for a living. And what am I going to be doing for a living? Sitting in an office, like looking at financial statements. I mean, should I try to do YouTube or whatever? I mean, probably one of the best chances of me doing something like that, being a sport, like, comparing myself to those two guys, like, would I ever actually, well, Strong Pain Sports, he has a YouTube channel as well, but mainly he's just like a sports writer, or sports analyst, sports, like, whatever. Sports podcast host. That's what he is. And obviously, I'm not really into sports at all. It's just completely random that I just found that guy, and for some reason, I found him to be very interesting. Nice voice. Podcast. If I was to do a podcast, what the heck would I do a podcast about? Like cubing? Imagine if I did a cubing podcast. Wait, I think there is a cubing podcast that, like, there's this guy named Colorful Pockets. I think he actually does a cubing podcast. I don't know if you can make a living off it. I mean, plenty of people make a living being cubing YouTubers. That's basically the only way you can make a living cubing, just being a YouTuber. You can't just be a fast cuber to be a YouTuber. You have to do more than that. There's lots of fast people on YouTube who all they do is upload their fast solves. Like, there's only like a handful of people who can just I don't think even they make a living off of their videos. They can't make, I don't think a single person in the entire world can make a living just being fast at cubing and uploading their fast solves to YouTube. It's really weird. Like, there are some really fast people who have a lot of subscribers, but it's not enough. Like, Felix Zemdegs has hundreds of thousands of subs. Like, how does he not make a living off of that? Felix Zemdegs can't make a living off of it? Like, maybe he just doesn't get enough views on his videos or something. I don't know. He has tons and tons of views. He has millions upon millions of views on his videos because he's gotten so many records over such a long period of time. But yet, I don't think he makes... I mean, he's not doing that for a living. He's doing something else. So even the fastest cubers can't make a living off of it. The only way to make a living is if you are prioritized being a YouTuber over being a fast speed cuber, or if you, like, literally the only two options are YouTuber and something related to working at a cube store. And if you're working in a cube store, that's just like a normal job because you're just in a store. There's all of the normal job positions that are at any other business, except it's for selling cubes. You could set up cubes. Like, I think, you could be like a videographer or whatever, making videos for the company or whatever. Like, I'm thinking of someone named Chris Olsen, who I used to watch his YouTube channel, and he's like a videographer and stuff. But yeah, and he was working for the Cubicle for a little bit, I think. So, but of course, that when he wasn't cubing, he was making videos. I'm thinking of athletes. Man, imagine being an athlete, literally playing a game for a living. But it's pretty difficult. It's not as easy. You might think you train constantly. You have to work really hard to get to that level, and it doesn't last very long. But you still make quite a bit of money. What am I talking about? Oh. And if you really think about it, the vast majority of people, they're doing something they don't enjoy. Like whenever somebody says chase your dreams or do what you love for your career, the vast majority of people can't do that. Most people can't do that. Most people, it seems like I'm going to be stuck as one of these people. They're just doing some random other thing that they don't really enjoy much, but that they're good. Maybe they're good at it, or they can tolerate it, and they just do it because that's the only other choice they have. So, wow, that was funny.